I knew, of course, the people on the new tires initially they would, pull away a little bit, and it also seemed like everyone around me was pushing quite hard on the tires in the beginning, and I just eased my way into it, got rid of the battery problems with some changes on the wheel, and once that was all sorted out, step by step, just moving forward, and the pace in the car was very good.
I had the best race I've had in in a long time, so probably since Austin, maybe something like that. So no, really enjoyed the start, enjoyed turn one and the battle with, and then the battle with Fernando, and then just trying to hold position and geez, fighting so hard with this car. I mean, the car she's very tough to keep going and keep balanced. But I was trying absolutely everything, and I'm just grateful I was able to finish off in second.
I'm happy with that. Unfortunately, it took me a lot of laps to get by the Spaniards, and once I get by, it was just too late to get Lewis. We minimized the damage. We got a good amount of points.
It was aggressive, maybe between Carlos and I, a bit too aggressive. I think Carlos was a bit over the limit today. In the past, we've had other fights where sometimes I was over the limit, sometimes he was over the limit. Today, I think it's on his side, and we'll have to discuss like we always do in these kind of situations. But we have a great relationship with Carlos, so I have no worries that I think we'll clear the air very quickly, and it will be all fine.
Yeah, I gave it all. Probably I gave it too much at the start with Max. Used my tires a bit too much, trying to pass him, because I knew if I could pass him, then it could be a win for the sprint. And then, I went into tire management behind Fernando for a bit, and then towards the end I managed to pass him. I think then he was way too optimistic, trying to pass me back and push me off the track. That damaged my car and a lot of dirt on my tires, and started going backwards from then. Until then, I think it was a solid race. It's just unfortunate that it cost us both the race.
Yeah, I just lost it. I had nothing else to say. Obviously try to keep it on the outside, but just with this tarmac and how crappy it is, then I just a little bit wide, coldish tires, and I just lost the rear. So a shame, but it happens. So a bit frustrating, but anyway, I think we struggled a lot with our pace. Like, I was just hanging on because of the DRS, otherwise I would have dropped back massively. So our pace was pretty poor, and then picked up a bit of damage at the end. So tough race, not what we were hoping for, but a few points, and I feel like we probably would have ended up in a similar position, but Lewis ended up a lot further ahead, and I kind of don't feel like they were. I think they were quicker than us today, but not a lot. So definitely more points were up for grabs, but obviously a few mistakes from my side cost me.
I think the points are a much better reflection of than what make us look a lot better than what we were. Really struggled a lot in the first half. I think the second half, when everyone else staked off a bit more, I seemed a little bit stronger, relative, but still not very strong. So some thinking to do for what we do for the race.
Yeah, obviously not a huge amount of points for grabs in the sprint race, and with so little practice and not being here for 5 years, we wanted just to try that soft tyre, see how it performed ahead of tomorrow. Made a good start. I just got caught on the outside and lost 2 positions instead of probably hoping to gain a couple on that soft tyre. But in the end, I think it was good learning for us as a team, and gives us a better insight for the race tomorrow.
Yeah, we knew it's going to be difficult if, of course, nothing crazy going on into turn one with the guys ahead. But extremely happy. First home race, first time here. Making the crowd proud. I think that's what I'm here for. And also, we maximized everything in the race. Was a good race from the other side, and plenty to focus on, of course, for this afternoon and tomorrow race.
To keep P10 was a pretty tough task, even so. Seemed like the AlphaTauri and the Sauber were a little bit stronger than us. So hopefully we can work on that for tomorrow's race. Obviously this afternoon is a different matter in qualifying, but we'd like to keep the tyres alive for a little longer.
Yeah, it was kind of mid-race. It was a bit tricky in the kind of DRS train, but then once we cleared Valtteri, I was able to catch Kevin quite quickly. But then, I went a little deep into 14 and had to avoid him a little bit. So that was just a mistake from me, and I kind of set me back a couple laps and then got back to him and we had a good battle, but yeah, it's obviously not for points, so just a little bit of learning and a bit of fun today, but obviously has some learning for tomorrow. So overall, positive weekend so far.
Yeah, I mean the start itself was good, but yeah, turn 6 I got a little bit sandwiched and actually made contact with Joe. Yeah, it was just unlucky situation, I think, and damage to the front wing end plate meant it was a bit tricky for the remaining of the sprint, but still good battles, and I think actually our pace seems quite promising. We definitely should be aiming for Q3 this afternoon and points on Sunday.
Some of the issues we had yesterday kind of disappeared, and the compromise was very different, between corners. So it's going to be interesting to see, how it goes this afternoon, what we decide to do as well later on. But yeah, I mean, it seems like we were able to fight with the other cars, Pierre as well. So yeah, looking forward to see what we can do this afternoon. It's going to be important to qualify well. So
I didn't see it on telly, but did you have a close call with Nico right in that race, and did that kind of shape the rest of the race?
No, I didn't have a close call with him.
No, not with. Okay, maybe I misinterpreted it.
Did he push me off? Oh yeah, maybe a little bit. Yeah, but it was okay.
How's the pace of the car thereafter?
Yeah, pretty bad. Losing positions throughout the race and no pace, so we have to try and improve some stuff for this afternoon and tomorrow.
I think it was a good race with the car that we have at the minute, so we're able to fight a bit more than the previous races, which is good. Learn a bit about the tire for tomorrow, and yeah, obviously not pleased to be at the back, but yeah, I think we did everything we could. Yeah.
Still struggling quite a lot, and yeah, pace is nowhere, so we have to find out why, and yeah, have to sort it out for the qualifying. Otherwise, it's going to be probably similar situation in qualifying. So yeah, it's been tough. Yeah,
we've been struggling all weekend. Don't know, these long corners don't suit us, and the wind's causing havoc to the balance. So yeah, I mean, not great. I think that race we were managing like crazy, and then still digged off. So need to try and do something. We've got 3 hours now to conjure up a bit of a setup.
It was definitely tricky. Degradation on both axles, so need to get back to figure out what we're going to do in this small gap that we have where we can change the car. But yeah, wind has switched 180 degrees, so definitely some changes we need to make ahead of qualifying.
Yeah, right out of the start, just in the pack, I think in the first 5 laps, we kind of ruined our tires driving in the dirty air of many cars. And I think, we paid a big price for that, and then I was just, hitting deck and then going backwards. Also, maybe we did a wrong turn on the setup yesterday after P1 into quali, so yeah, probably not great.
We gave everything. Unfortunately, we didn't finish the race, but I think it was good fun. Surprisingly competitive, I would say, because we found ourselves P2 after the start, and I said, okay, now they will come by very, very fast. And I hold Verstappen for a few laps, and the group of cars also for another few laps, and then at the end, I think we are asking the tires a lot, driving at this pace, which is maybe not our pace. So yeah, eventually we finished the tires. We did a couple of corners wheel-to-wheel racing with Carlos, and at the end, unfortunately, we touched and we had a puncture. So yeah, we had to retire the car, but the sprint race doesn't give too many points, so let's focus into tomorrow's race.